Devlina from Stringent Dance Academy, and today I am here to show you different types of fairies or chakkars, right? As per their name, they have got different categories and I will be telling you them. The first one that I am showing you goes like this. You stand in Utpatti position. This is Utpatti, Hastak and Samapada, right? Heels together, toes apart. When you start doing this, you turn your body towards the left first, open both your arms like this, then turn it over and then come back like this. Okay? So I am doing this with 5 count. This is called a Sada Fairy or a Sada Chakkar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A normal one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is called a Sada Fairy or a Sada Chakkar. Okay? You can do it with any numbers you want. 3, 4, 2, 1. If I do it with 4 count, it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do it with 3 beats, 1, 2, 3. If I do it with 2 beats, 1, 2. And if I do it with 1, 1. Like this. So that is a Sada Fairy. When I said 2 counts, the 2 counts are usually used to cover a big area, a bigger area. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have taken 5 fairies and I could come back to my position. This is how your foot will go. 1, 2, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Back to the position. And this hand you are going to use when you are doing a Sada Fairy, whichever number you choose to do it with. 1 is the number which has got a different name. When I am doing a Sada Fairy with 8 count, 5 count, 3, 4, whatever, it is a fairy, right? But when I am doing it with 1 count, 1, this has got a different name. This is called a Firoti. When you take a chakkar only with 1 count, it is called a Firoti. Okay? 1. So that's a fairy, and with 1 count it is a Firoti. Now fairies have got certain other names also. This is a normal fairy when I am opening my hand and then coming back like this. If I take a turn keeping my hands in Utpatti position only and don't open my palms, this will be called a Baddha Fairy or a Bandh Haathon ka Chakkar. 1, 2, 3. Or if you want to do it with 2 counts, then that is also perfectly fine. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So this is a Baddha Fairy. Again you can use whichever number you want for this. You can use another hand while taking a chakkar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you see I have kept my hands in a closed position first and then I open them. So it is called a Mukta Fairy because I am giving freedom to my hands. My hands are getting free. So this is a Mukta Fairy. How you do with the hands? Notice it. I hold the mudra of Aral. Keep it like this in front of my chest. Okay, don't cover up your face or don't take it too low. It should be at the level of your chest. The frame that you have created with your hands should be maintained. Don't bring elbows too close like this or don't stretch it too much. This is the exact frame which has to be maintained. Now take it inside, then take it out and then spread your arms like this. When you end a Mukta Fairy, this is where your hands should be. Don't take them up or down. Both your hands should be maintained at the level of your shoulder, right? And it is not to be stretched too much. You have to make a semicircle with your hands. One breaking should be here near your elbow, another should be near your wrist. So you make a semicircle, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 1, 2, 3 or whichever count I want. This is a Mukta Fairy. Fine. So the first one is a Sada Fairy, second you have learned a Baddha Fairy and the third one is a Mukta Fairy. The next one that I am going to show you is called a Pavan Fairy. Usually it is done with 8 counts and the movements are divided into 2 portions. The first goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5, 6, 7, 8. So first you take the hand of a fairy in the first half and in the second half you take the Urdha Hasta Chakkar, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 or 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, Jal Bhramari. This wrist movement is included, right? So the first half we do this and second half we do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is a Jal Pheri. Now you may also use both the hastaks, Urdhva Hasta Chakra, while taking a 8 count chakra, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. When you are doing Urdhva Hasta Chakra while taking a turn or Jal Bhramari while taking a turn, keep looking at your hands. Okay? So we have learned a Sada Pheri, we have learned a Baddha Hataka Chakra or Baddha Pheri, we have learned a Mukta Pheri, we have learned a Pavan Pheri, and we have learned a Jal Pheri. Next that I am going to talk about is called a Ardha Pheri or a Ardha Chakra. This is a half speed. This can also be done with the Urdhva Hasta Chakra or the normal Hastak that we use for a Pheri. It goes in two ways. First, you have to bend your body. There is movement of the foot is nothing but a brushing movement. We go back like this, bend, look back to your audience and come back to your position. Again from this way and come back to your position. Now this can be done with both hands like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you may go with Urdhva Hasta Chakra like 1, 2, 3, 4. Ardha Pheri at times is also done with footwork like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. So you see this is Ardha Pheri. So I am going halfway and coming back from that halfway, not taking a complete circle, right? So that is called a Ardha Pheri or a Ardha Chakra. Now, one more thing that you should know about a chakra is that a chakra is mostly taken from the left hand side. But in certain cases, you can do it from your right hand side as well. Okay? If you are doing it from your left hand side, it will be called a Siddha Chakra. If you are doing it from your right hand side, it will be called a Ulta Chakra. This is a Siddha Chakra and this is a Ulta Chakra. But remember, whether you are doing it from the left hand side or from the right hand side, you will use your right leg only in the beginning. A chakra doesn't start with your left leg. Whichever side you are choosing to do it with, you should always start it with your right leg only. So that are the different types of chakra. Now while taking a chakra, you have to maintain the balance of your body. For that, what you should do is imagine a point here somewhere between both your legs and go straight up till your head. This is the axis of your body where you should align and balance your body. Another important thing to remember is that always keep looking straight at a point. There should be an imaginary point in front of you. Keep looking that when you are taking the chakra. So your balance, the balance of your body will not be disturbed in that case. This is how you do it. One more chakra that I am showing you is called a Ghutne Ka Chakra, which is not used much these days. This is rather a speciality of the Banaras Gharana, and Gopi Kishan ji was a master of this chakra. It is done with both the knees. How you do it is this. 1,